Nicholas Cruz, whose name we will not be mentioning very much during this newscast, but he is the suspected shooter here, and he now faces 17 counts of premeditated murder. He is being held without bond.
And here is the latest information on the investigation. The Anti-Defamation League reports Cruz was associated with a white supremacist group known as the Republic of Florida.
He allegedly participated in the group's training exercises in Tallahassee.
And that new information came hours after Sheriff Scott Israel revealed that there was an armed school resource officer on the Marjory Stoneman Douglas campus who never encountered the suspected shooter.
We have CBS 4 News live team coverage of the shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas, beginning with CBS 4's Carey, who has the very latest on that investigation. Carey.
Yes, Rick and Rutabe, I just got finished reading through the arrest report in this case, and it is full of new information, specifically that after he was arrested, Nicholas Cruz spoke to detectives and admitted that he brought an AR-15 rifle onto the campus here with extra ammunition and carried out this attack. We also learned in this arrest report that an employee at the school noticed Cruz coming onto the campus, knew that Cruz was a troubled young man. That employee radioed to another employee on the campus to alert them of what was happening, but it was too late. The shooting had already begun on the campus. We do want to warn you that in this story coming up, there is some video and sound that might be hard to watch.
There are so many questions about this man, Nicholas Cruz. He's accused of carrying out the premeditated and sustained assault on students, teachers, and staff at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School with this weapon, an AR-15.
Those investigators are trying to track down the history of this weapon. We believe we know where the weapon was purchased, where the weapon came from, but that's being pieced together.
Fellow students say Cruz was troubled, talked about violence and guns. He was expelled from Stoneman Douglas, but we don't know exactly why.
It is a student that we have been providing supports for and recognize that there certainly were challenges.
Reports emerged Thursday that the FBI got a tip last year that a person named Nicholas Cruz posted a comment about being a professional school shooter. The FBI addressed it Thursday.
The FBI conducted database reviews, checks, but was unable to further identify the person who actually made the comment.
We wanted to know if the FBI tracked down this Nicholas Cruz to see if it was the same person, but we didn't get our question answered. CBS News confirmed that an Uber driver brought Cruz to campus on Wednesday. We're told he arrived around dismissal time when things are more open on campus. A source with knowledge confirmed that Cruz arrived with extra clothes and a rifle in a duffel bag, and after the shooting changed clothes, dropped the rifle, and left with the other students. In the wake of this tragedy, the conversation also turned to gun control and limiting access of people with mental health issues to firearms. Governor Rick Scott said he's for it.
How do we make sure that individuals with mental illness do not touch a gun? We need to have a real conversation so we have public safety for our schools in this state.
School leaders say these scenes have prompted students to demand something be done. Students feel let down by the adults running the school system.
We've got to invest resources to make sure that we minimize the occurrence of this ever happening again, because if we don't, it's not a matter of if, it's going to be when.
It'll be too late to bring back the students, teachers, and staff who are gone. And now the focus is on healing and building a case against this man.
I just want justice.
Here's another piece of information from CBS News that we can tell you about. A law enforcement source confirmed to CBS News that back in 2016, there was an Instagram post under an account with the name Nicholas Cruz saying that he intended to shoot at his school, to carry out some sort of school shooting. BSO Sheriff Scott Israel spoke with CBS 4's Jim DeFeedy a short time ago, told Jim that this was the first he had heard of this piece of information. Also from that arrest report, we are learning that Cruz bought a rifle in February of 2017. A source with knowledge told me he purchased that gun at a local gun store. I do want to tell you that there's a GoFundMe page that has been set up in this case to support the victims. They have already raised more than $337,000. Live in Parkland, Carey, CBS 4 News.